What's up, guys? Welcome to my Cruelty Squad epic tutorial. I just got a run I'm happy with earlier today, so I'm going to be teaching y'all how to do the strats that I found in my run, all my backups, what I consider to be the fastest strats. So in the first segment, I'm just going to go through each level in order, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. And then after that's over, in the second segment, I'm going to run through how I like to practice this run. And then after that, I'm going to run through just some general tips for the run. So first, let's just get into it. So you're going to want the baton as the second weapon. You're going to want to put on punishment mode, and then you're going to dive into pharma. So first you're going to want to shoot out this window, and then we're going to do a baton jump into the window. So you're going to want to go up to the wall, stand right up into the wall, push into it, like I'm running into the wall right now. You're going to want to kick. After you kick, there's a little bit of hesitation before it actually hit. So you're going to want to kick, wait a second, then jump and baton at the same time. I usually jump and baton at the same time. It gives like baton maybe a little bit before you jump. So like that would be maximum height, something like that. This is very feel based, so I could go on and on explaining this, but you just have to do it. And then for this one, you have to do a double one. So while you're in air, you have to charge up the baton again and also kick at the same time. This is difficult. This one takes a little bit more practice, but once you get it, you got it. It gets more and more into your muscle memory. So right here, you grab the rocket launcher and you grab the money. You come down here, you do one shot right there to kill that guy. You do one shot right here to kill both the doors and the guard right there. You don't have to shoot an additional time if you're quick. And then you take that guy out. So I was explaining stuff, so all of them came at me. But normally, you'd come down here, you'd shoot here, then you'd shoot right here. He would die too. You'd shoot in there to kill him. You'd jump over here, you'd open this door, you'd kick, because sometimes he could be there, which kills you. And then you come out here, you shoot that guy, so it's never a worry out here. Then you kick and baton off that wall to get a speed boost. It's very important you do both. And if you do that all correctly, it's a lot. And that I would say that's the hardest level in the run. Then you'll get a good time, but it takes a lot of practice. All right, for the second level, you want to put on the rocket launcher you just got, and then you're going to want to buy the speed enhancer glands and the Fletcher grenade. So I'm just going to talk about this other strategy right now. You also can get the speed enhancer node cluster without getting these, but I find that to be way less consistent because the guy in that Chunko Pop room, he has to be in a spot that you can hit him with the rocket launcher, which is just the worst fucking shit of all time. And the fact that I lose runs to the Chunko Pop guy makes me want to die. So yeah, I just don't do that anymore. So yeah, I go into this run, and then this is where we start setting up the weapon sneak glitch. So this is where things start to get a little crazy, but it's actually not that hard. So what we're going to do first is we're going to store the settings menu. You don't need to know how it works. All you need to know how to do is you press pause, then you press the settings button, then press escape right after. Then your game will resume, but the settings menu will still be open. It looks like the settings menu is not open, but it actually is. It's just the game would have to get paused right now. So you exit the car right there, you do a baton jump over that wall, then you baton jump up here. There's this little circle right here, so if you just sit in this circle, you got the line up to throw it in the window. So if you just sit in this circle, and then, do you see where the roof meets up? If you just throw right at that line, it'll kill him every time. And that's the only consistent way I know to kill that guy by the second level. So that's what I do every time. Then I come up to that window, I jump forward, do a baton jump as I reach the floor, which that also takes practice. Jump, another baton jump, then you come up here, shoot the floor a little bit above him. That's a little feel-based. But yeah, this level is just baton jumps. This is another brutal trog of a level. That tends to be the case with these early levels. A lot of baton jumps, so you gotta get used to it. So yeah, so you see how the settings menu is in front of the end screen. So I'm going to click on this little slider right here. You see how it's highlighted blue even if I move my mouse away. I'm going to click the down arrow button, then the left arrow button, then I'm going to click enter. And it'll let me go to the next stage, which is awesome. So then I'm going to click the D2 silence pistol. That's all I'm changing here. Then I'm going to press start. And then I actually figured out here, you don't even have to do any timing. You do it in this order. You press tab, you press escape, then you press the settings button, then you press return, then you press tab again. That's the whole process there. And then you aim up. This is where I like to do it. there's this little like triangle right here. I try to shoot above the window and like a little bit to the right of his circle. I don't know how to explain it, but if you shoot there, it kills him every time. Alright, so this is actually one of the harder parts of the run, just because it's setting up the God menu, and it's rather frame specific. It's not that hard if you know how to do it. If you just lip up on the boat here, you press tab, you scroll over the settings menu, then you hold down your move forward key, which for me it's W, for everyone it's W, and then you press settings after you press the forward button. So I'm going to press forward, then open the settings menu. And then I'm going to press escape, and you'll notice the settings menu goes away instead of this screen. If this screen goes away, you've done it wrong, and if only this screen pops up without the settings menu, then that means you didn't click the settings menu quick enough. Alright, so I'm going to click next mission. Now I have the God menu up. So that was the whole goal of it. So yeah, now what do? How do you sneak weapons in? So you're going to want to... so what I do in the run to save time is I just phantom click on Pharma, where I click on it and then I drag my mouse somewhere else. And then if you click the left key, you'll notice it's like I clicked on Pharma, but I never clicked on it. And I only do that so I don't have to click back on Androgen. But this is a very minor optimization, but I like to do it anyways. So you're going to want to either click on Pharma or do the phantom click, then click the left arrow key, then click enter, then click next mission. A little bit after you click enter. Then you click bolt ACR, you're going to click right, left, left, enter. Select weapon 2, return. And you're going to either click on it or phantom click. You're going to go wham. It's just the same thing as last time. You click enter, then you click next mission. Okay. So now you have these two equipped, which is exactly what you want for this level. Then you're going to want to put on the bio thruster, and then usually I take off the fletchette grenade because we no longer use it. And if you accidentally press shift, you can kill yourself. Okay, so once that's all set up, all you do is press start mission. Then here you switch to weapon 2. Then I switch to weapon 1. Switch to weapon 2. Get him through the wall there. This one's pretty easy. You pull out weapon 2. Yeah, I don't need to explain much. There's nothing special I do really. So that's how that works. And now you have the weapons, so you don't have to use them anymore. So I'm going to use... And then you buy this and you equip this. So this is the setup going into Mall Madness. It's a pretty standard Mall Madness. I will explain though how I line up my shot though at the end of this level. Rats. I hate hitting that trash can. And I hate hitting the civilians too. They're never really here. That's such a... I would have been so angry if that happened in a run. I'm glad it's happening now. So if I were to jump here and shoot, you want to jump a little bit over the horizon line of his thing. So I'm going to do that. If you jump a little bit over the line there, you always kill him. I haven't not killed him. The little red line there, you have to jump a little bit over it. That's the key to that, to killing that guy. It's very... Maul is less consistent than I'd like it to be. Even with the amount of attempts I put into Maul, it's still less consistent than I like it to be. So after Maul, we have the easiest level in the run, which is Apartment. You just equip the ACR. You go over here, you zap them. Then you press G, then you go through the window like that, and then you just strafe around. And that's literally the level. Okay, now, from the easiest level to debatably the hardest level... depending on how good you are at rocket jumping, this level could be easy, or it could be really, really difficult. For me, this was always the hardest level, because I never had to learn rocket jumping and trauma percent. But yeah, this one sucks. So I'm actually going to give y'all a comprehensive tutorial on how to rocket jump, because it doesn't take that long. And what a lot of people don't tell you is you have to implement a kick into your rocket jumping. If you're not kicking while rocket jumping, you get like so much lower of a height. So you want to kick, then jump, right? Like a normal kick jump. Oh, come on. Or, yeah, like that. So you want to do that, but you also want to shoot your rocket launcher. Well, first I want to teach y'all how to reload shoot. So you press both the shoot and reload buttons at the same time. Both shoot and reload, right? Right, so like if you just get used to... You can, oh, I forgot we're in God menu mode, so I gotta kill myself to retry, but literally just press both the reload button and the shoot button and move your mouse down. You'll notice that you shoot and your rocket launcher will also be reloaded. you need to do a reload shot on the first jump if you want to be able to do a double rocket jump. So it'll look like this. It'll just be, so you'll have the first shot will be a reload shot, and then it'll be a normal shot. So it's a reload shot, then a normal shot. So yeah, it's really important that you get the muscle memory down for a reload shot, because you should be reload shotting with the rocket launcher anyways, because it just saves time. You know, it's just one muscle memory instead of a bunch. Instead of shooting and then reloading, you just do it all in one motion. So yeah, this level, for rocket jumping, you never want to look straight into a wall because it just destroys your momentum. You always want to be at a 45-degree angle, right? For the first jump near the wall, you don't actually want to like hit the wall. You want to be like sideways to it. So I'm going to do a jump here, then I'm going to do a 45-degree angle. You see, that wasn't even good enough because I didn't keep my momentum straight enough. I sort of let myself fly backwards, which is not what you're supposed to do. This is very hard. I'm still not very good at this, so I'd recommend that this is probably what you should put the most practice in. In the later section of the video, I'll show you how you should practice, but I'm actually just going to go through the rest of the level like normal. But yeah, you want to kick and then do a reload jump, and then you want to shoot, kick and shoot yourself again. So this is very difficult, you know? So I got the correct height, and then you got to do a nice kick jump here. I actually didn't get this strat in my world record. So yeah, you want to kill both those guys, block out that window, shoot in the window, and then do another kick jump here, and then jump right into the exit. So this is an extremely difficult level. Takes a lot of practice. Yeah, that's probably the most difficult level in the run besides... No, it's more difficult than Pharma. I would say my Pharma is more consistent than that. So yeah, that takes a lot of practice. And then here's Bog. Bog's pretty simple. I just go straight for on the right side with the rocket launcher. So, fun fact, the chest thruster, you have no friction while it's active. So, as long as you're on the floor but your chest thruster is active, you won't lose any speed. So, you don't have to B-hop while your thruster's active. So, look, I'm B-hopping, then my thruster's active, I could just let it gain speed. That wasn't a good example, but yeah, this is just basic. Try and pay attention to like when I'm using the thruster, because like you'll notice I don't have to jump sometimes. Like right there, I just don't have to jump, and it helps because some of those hills you'll learn from running this. That guy can kill you. That's really annoying on punishment mode. You'll learn from running this level that some of those hills, the above water hills, actually are curved slope platforms. So you actually lose speed B-hopping on it, so it's actually faster to just slide over it with the thruster. Alright, so Fatberry, this is one of the easier levels too. So you equip the ACR, which I'm so glad I found this new strategy for this level and Apartment, because they're both inconsistent levels and really just annoying levels to get through in a run. So I'm glad that exists. So yeah, this one is about as consistent as a level can get. There's no enemies involved at all. Yeah, 14 seconds, pretty quick. So at this point in the run, you have to quit out because you need the settings menu, and doing the God menu gets rid of the settings menu. So you do have to quit the OS. You got to go to your Steam and then open Cruelty Squad again. That's the one downside of this run. I wish you didn't have to quit out of OS, but it really just does not matter, and it's not against... A lot of games have weird rules where they just exit out the game or do quick save stuff over and over again, like Elden Ring. You know, so I don't really mind it. It's only one time you got to do it. So, yeah, Idiot Party. This is the weirdest stuff. Put on high performance mode, first of all, and then your weapon weight has to be exactly 2. So my weapon choice here is not random. This has a weapon weight of 1, the BN, and then this has a weapon weight of 1 too. So I have exactly a weapon weight of 2. I'm on high performance mode, and this is my gear. This is what you want. So you're going to jump in here. So how you do this is I like to boost early and then jump. So you can't clip this window. If you clip this window, you won't be able to go underneath the tarp. I don't know how to explain it, but you have to jump. So I got out clean. Then I'm going to stick to this wall. I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to shoot him. Should only take 1 shot. The reason why I stick to that wall instead of the wall that's near the manhole here at the end is because there's this sniper. And on punishment mode, I'm just going to go do what the normal strategy is that I used to do, that I no longer do because it's just less consistent. Because okay, you see I would not have gotten the thing there because I clipped the ledge. Idiot Party should not be an inconsistent level with how close it is to the end. I'd rather take consistency over like a second of optimization. If it was 2 seconds, I'd reconsider it. But look, I'm right here, right? There's this sniper that sits in this window. He doesn't see me right now. I'm going to kill him, actually. But yeah, let me come back. Let me do this level again and just show you what normally happens. No, he's being nice today. But anyways, anyone who's run this category will tell you that that guy is just a massive troll. Yeah, okay, then we get to Office. So this is what I'd actually consider another really challenging level. But most of the challenge is not even your fault. It's nothing you could do, really. You got to equip the... well, first you got to take high performance mode off. Then you got to equip the bouncing bullets. And then I would put the rocket launcher on first. Or no. You could do whatever setup you want for this when it comes to weapons, like whatever order you want. And that's true throughout the whole video. I just do it because of muscle memory, and I'm used to pressing 1 or 2 in the specific levels at certain points. That's the only reason why I have a specific weapon setup on some levels. Like, I would put the BN as my first weapon, honestly, because I just switch to it immediately as the level starts. But for the rest of the level, I need it that way. Alright, so I'm going to switch to it. First I shoot at this window, then I shoot at all these windows over here, then I shoot at these 3 windows over here. Then I come up, I shoot below him, just a little bit below him. It'll kill him every time. And then you see how she's not close enough to get hit by a rocket launcher. But if you use the bouncing bullets and aim directly up... Well, I didn't hit her, but we'll do it to this person. Nah, they're close enough to get rocket launcher. Yeah, okay, this will be good, though, right here. So, if you use the bouncing bullets, you could hit them. But you have to be aiming exactly up. Exactly up. It's very feel-based, too. This is one of the harder things. I can't really... And this one's too far back to even try to hit, so... If I could do this, this would be a miracle. No, I don't think so. It's being nice, though. It's coming forward. Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, that level's extremely hard. You just have to practice it, you know? Like, right now... I don't really want to practice it. So for the last level, you put on the BN99, you put on the Appendix, you buy and put it on, and then you turn off punishment mode, and then you strap in, you just go. You Appendix right there, then you come up behind, right? If you want, it could just put you right in, like that. You don't have to Appendix a second time after hitting that. So that Appendix is not as hard as it seems. It really isn't. Yeah, so Arcon percent is not hard. That's one of the easier levels. So yeah, that's the end. So that's just the strategy. Now I'm gonna go through like how I practice the run. All right, peace. And now you're asking, gosh darn, how do I practice for this? And I will show you. But right before that, I do have to show you the quicker way to beat bog business because I didn't show you guys. But yeah. Also, Bog is one of the best levels for practicing strafing. I would not say it's the best, though. So I'm going to go right there, shoot him. So you can actually get off the floor right there by bouncing a little bit into it, by surfing on it. And then if you surf the rest of the level, it's much faster. So yeah, you want to be surfing, and you want to be surfing on the inside of the thing. I didn't really do it too properly there, but yeah. The fastest way to beat that is to build up a little bit of speed on the way back and knock yourself up on that ledge. I find it to be pretty fast. There's another faster strategy with which Cyborgor uses, who's another runner who has the 346 or 345 right now. You could check that out. In their run, they use this bog business strategy, which is quite incredible, frankly, where they go right through the middle and they launch off this platform. I practiced it a couple times, but I could never get it consistent enough to actually use it. But that might be faster. Certainly less consistent, though, unfortunately. It's way cooler. But yeah, anyways, so how do you practice this run? So I would say, if you're looking to practice fundamentals, then I'll give you a couple levels that are best to practice. For rocket jumping, you'd say, oh, should I do Seaside Shock? No, you should actually go to Farmo. you should equip this. You should equip the ammunition gland. And then you should put the rocket launcher on. And then what you're going to want to do is clean out the entire main hull. So I'm talking like right here. I'm talking... Kind of sucks only having one weapon. I should have brought in two. But you're going to want to clean out this entire area. And then you see this pool of water? So this area right here is perfect for rocket jump practice. If you just clear out the entire hull, you can just land in this pool of water. And yeah, so obviously I didn't clear it out, so I still have problems, but yeah. So that's how I practice rocket jumping. And you could measure your height based on how high you get up in that chamber. So if you're practicing rocket jumping, I'd go there. And even for baton jumping, I'd say Farmo is still the best map in the game. Because this little ledge right here is a perfect indicator of how high you're baton jumping. Because if you do a perfect baton jump right there, you can get up without even crouching. And I didn't explain crouching earlier, but if you spam double crouch, you gain a little bit of extra height right at the top of your jump. It's a common quirk of like movement shooters. So yeah, there's that. And then let's see, what other hard mechanics are in this route? There's not really that many, I'm going to be honest with you. Oh yeah, B-hopping. So if you want to get better at B-hopping movement, I'll do Mall Madness. Just do Mall Madness over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Also Bog is good for that too, but Bog is also good for surfing. But yeah, okay, now let's talk actual run, not techniques or whatever. Like, how do you practice the actual run? So Farmo, I would either practice Farmo in isolation, or most of the time I don't even practice Farmo at all because it's right at the start of the run. It's like if I'm doing poorly, then it's like, well, I could just reset. It's like the first level. It's not that big of a deal, But I'd recommend practicing it individually. It's hard to practice because you do have to get cleansed every time you get killed if you're practicing because you have to go through the door. But yeah, Farmo. It's really hard, so I don't really practice that. Usually I start practicing with like Paradise and I go through Androgen, just making sure I could do the glitch steps correctly, making sure the glitch steps are very smooth, making sure I'm able to get rid of the menus really quickly, make sure that I understand it, and I'm able to do it consistently. That's really important for me because these are all consistent glitches. None of them are inconsistent. But if you don't keep proper maintenance of it, if you don't practice it enough, then it's not going to be consistent, and it's going to feel really bad to lose runs. I hate losing runs to the God menu. But, it doesn't happen at all anymore to me, really, because I practice it enough. And then past that, if you really get comfortable with these 3 levels, then the next stage of the run is these levels, from Mall Madness to Casino, right? So I'd say there's really 4 stages to this run. There's Hell, which is pharmacokinetics. That's literally just hell. There's no, like, in most runs there's like a first level hell. It's like, this is such a short level, but it's hell. So there's hell is first stage, second stage is glitch stage, and then third stage level gauntlet, and then the finale, which is after you quit the game at Casino, you go into Idiot Party, which is not a hard level, by the way. It's very consistent. So I'd recommend first practicing these 3 levels in order a bunch of times until the glitch feels consistent, and then I'd practice these levels in order. Well, obviously you have to do it individually first, but if you don't practice levels in order of the run, and you get into the run, and you expect you're going to be doing like a seaside shock after an apartment atrocity, it's like you have to practice that level transition over and over again so that it doesn't feel so jolting in a run. Because going from like flying out of a window into an exit into doing a meticulous double rocket jump setup and timing, it takes a lot of time to get used to. So yeah, you very much so had to get used to the flow of the run. So yeah, that's about all the tips I have. The whole miscellaneous section, I also included that in this segment. So yeah, that's the end of this guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go watch my run earlier today if you haven't. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, peace.